Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and as you can see, we have a new client. Today we'll be doing some crop dusting for a client out in Wisconsin. Yep. He wants us to spray his fields. We weren't supposed to work today, but they called us in because apparently there's some rain on the forecast, so I want to make sure we do our job before then. But it's all good. Gives me a chance to show you guys how it works. So let's go ahead and get the everything removed first of all. Get the pitot covers off. Look at it. It's a big plane, man. It's a pretty big plane. I honestly didn't think that the crop duster was gonna be this large, but has a pretty powerful engine. Got a nice turboprop engine up in the front, very similar to what the TBM has, the PC-12, all those aircraft. So pretty cool. But yeah, the the crop dusting is pretty involved. If you haven't tried it yet in Microsoft Flight Sim 24, it's you'll see in this video. So we'll get the chocks removed, and pre-flight is complete, walk around is complete. But yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. And I gotta say, there's really nice detail here on the sprayer. Like, look at this. I don't even know what all this stuff is, but I mean, if I crouch down here, you can really, like, look at that. All the detail put into this. And then there's a sprayer in the back. And wait till you see it fly. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. I really personally wasn't that interested in this plane when I saw it on the aircraft list, but now getting the chance to fly it and see it up close in walk around mode is really nice. I'll tell you what, I mean, I know some people don't really like or care for walk around mode, but it kind of gives you a better appreciation for the aircraft and its size and its scale. Alright, so we're going to hop into the cockpit and get started. And before we start the aircraft, let's scout out the area and see what we're in for. There's a field down there below us. Farmer is very particular. He does not want us spraying on his other fields. He only wants the one field. But we'll be located over here at Bloyer Field, Bloyer Airport, and departing, making left traffic. I think the best plan is to follow this highway here. We'll keep that on the left side of our aircraft. As we make our way back towards the field, we'll follow that highway there until we get down to this junction that has a couple lakes in it. We're going to have all the guides turned off, so we definitely need those VFR references. That's going to lead us into the field, and the particular field that we want to hit, again, is the largest one, not the one on the bottom or the right, but this one right here. Conveniently, it has the lines down the middle of them, which is going to help us guide the aircraft straight down the path and be nice and organized. We'll fly right across at about 14 feet or so, sweep around, come back, and then hit it from the other side with the sprayer. And then we'll continue probably following up the highway about a 45-degree angle from the field, and then sweep back around and fly back in for another pass. And that, I think, is going to be the best idea. Once we finish, we'll depart the field back towards the highway, and that'll lead us back to the airfield. So pretty easy as far as the area. No really high terrain to worry about. We got some trees that we do have to definitely worry about on that side of the field, and then we have the highway to watch out for as well. Terrain and obstacles is a big thing you got to worry about in crop dusting because we'll be really low. All right, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and hop into the aircraft and get out there. All right, they're ready for us to start up. So we're gonna use a checklist here to get her started. We'll go straight to the starting engine checklist. Make sure our parking brake is set. Our parking brake is actually down here. So this is actually the gust lock, that red handle. And then our parking brake is that guy right there. That is set. Fuel valve on. That's going to be this red valve put into the up position. Nice. There we go. Power lever is idle. Prop RPM is also set to F or off or fully backwards. Starting control also in fuel cutoff. And our battery will come to on. That's this little key right here. There we go. We can hear some of the aircraft powering on. Igniter, make sure that is off. Generator is off. Overspeed propeller switch, which is right here. We'll leave that as it is. And caution light test, that's good as well. Not gonna worry about that. Fuel boost on. All right, we can confirm we do have fuel pressure. That's very important. And then we'll go ahead and start. So start, we'll go right down here. And I hit that on accident. There we go. You can see that prop is slowly starting to spin. Our NG is rising. And the next step is going to be the igniter. Looking for about 11-12% on the igniter. And we can go ahead and put that igniter into on. And she's going to start firing up. passing through 16. NP torque is rising a little bit. ITT's at 15. And that is good so far. And now we can go down here to our fuel cutoff and put that into run. There we go. All right, NG is rising. All right, NG stabilized, oil pressure and temperatures are all looking good. Prop RPM, we'll go ahead and move that to the forward position. That's the blue lever. There we go. We'll get our avionics turned on. Not gonna really need them. Won't be really using avionics, but we'll have them should we need it. And then we'll get the generator on. And we'll go ahead and pop our lights on. So we got our nav and strobe lights on. We'll move our joystick out of the way to get to our landing lights. Main lights on. Landing lights and nose lights on. That's all we need to do back there. And now we'll just move our fuel lever into flight idle. And startup is complete. And we'll let the ground crew know that we are ready for refill.
Ground service in 26573 requesting refill. In 26573 ground service Wilco preparing fertilizer mix.
Ready for a ride? I'm Naomi, but you can call me Silage One. I'll be your operator for this session. Good thing you're experienced, because today's job is interesting.
Oh boy.
Michael Daniels, a local farmer, hired us to spray much-needed plant booster over his fields. Fortunately, you're the right person for the job. Target area is located 2 nautical miles away east from here. Need clarification? Feel free to check your map. Otherwise, we're all set.
All right, Naomi, we're all set. We'll go ahead and announce taxi and get out of here. Let's get it done.
Yankee 72 traffic November 26573 is taxiing to runway 25.
All right, brace release. Taxi runway 25. Takes a little bit of power to get moving. And yes, there is a beacon in the middle of the taxiway. So we're gonna have to go off the taxiway. We'll probably get docked some points for doing this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's switch over our EFB to our map, and that will help us out with a little bit of a situational awareness here. And we'll switch our overlay over to the satellite view. And I think we just stop right here. Alright, taking off.
Yankee 72 traffic November 26573 taking off runway 25 departure to the north.
Alright, that's 25, departure to the north. So we have to back taxi. Maybe that way. Alright, so one thing is really cool, honestly, that I didn't expect in the crop dusting missions is the EFB, and you're going to see this soon, is actually really helpful, and not just for the flight plan, but for more things. So we're going to back taxi runway 25. I'm going to zoom this out. We already know what to do. We're going to take off the opposite direction, follow the road over to the field, and that's pretty much it. Alright, lining up runway 25, and before we take off, I'm going to zoom in my map here and focus in on our field. We'll be able to track our progress. You'll see here in just a little bit, but we are ready for departure and power up. Let's go. Airspeed is alive. Keep her on the center line best we can. And we up, baby. All right, just as we planned, we're looking for that highway on our left, and we'll follow that back to the field.
On time, so this should be a good day. Remember to watch the wind speed and direction. We want to do right by the client. I'll be in touch with you regularly from the ground, so you'll have a clear view of what's left to do.
All right, I believe that's our highway right there. Another thing to watch out for in this aircraft is the overdoing the engine or over torquing the engine. So I'm gonna bring my propeller back out of the red. We'll also make sure our torque is not even in the yellow. Keep that in the green. There we go. And so even when we're climbing out and maneuvering, we want to watch out, make sure that we don't kill the engine. Yeah, ask me how I know. Anyways, we're on basically a left downwind departure, following the highway. We're completely visual here, guys. Completely visual. No big blue markers helping us, guide us along the way. I found a way to finally turn that off. You can actually map that to a button on your keyboard to turn off the assistance markers in career mode, which is super helpful and much more immersive for me. I'm able to be a little bit more realistic as I try to be, right? But we'll be doing all visual. There's no autopilot in this aircraft. There's not even really a GPS. We do have the EFB that'll help us if we get lost, but I don't suspect we get
You're
lost.
on your assigned area, I see. You can start your approach, then release the mix. Before spraying, do a recon pass to make sure there are no obstacles.
All right, I'm gonna fly in for a recon pass. That's our field right there. You can see that it's highlighted in blue. I have not found a way to turn that off. But it is very common though, and to go over first, do a recon pass, check out any obstacles. I think these trees are gonna be a problem on the other end of this field, so we'll have to watch out for that, because we need to be down low for these passes. 14 feet over the crops at 110 knots, that's our goal. We'll shoot above the trees like this, keep the wings level, stay in our climb, and that's basically a good practice run for what we're planning on doing. Make a right-hand turn to roughly 45 degrees to the right of our current heading, and we'll find something of interest to use as a POI. I think that big farm field right there is a good reference. So we'll climb, gain some altitude. Again, watching our that we're not over torquing the engine. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, we are over that farm. It should be far enough. You kind of basically want to turn about 45 degrees off to the right, fly out about 10-15 seconds. So I think that farm is about 10-15 seconds out. Make a pretty sharp left 180-degree turn over the neighbor's farm, and start looking for our field. I think our field is right over there, and we'll make our first official pass. Yeah, all right, looking good. It's a little bumpy, a little bit of turbulence, and it's gonna get even bumpier down by the trees. We're gonna start on the right side here, the right side of the field. So we'll start. Again, 14 feet above the crops is ideal, and 110 knots maintained as we hit the sprayer. So here we go. Watch out for these trees right in front of the field. We're aiming for that far right line. Power's coming back. We're doing about 119 at the moment. Back into idle. Thumb is on the sprayer. We don't want to spray outside of the farm. They don't like that. And here we go. Don't touch the ground. And that's it. Watch the power lines.
There it is. Fine.
Nice. Yeah, so Naomi she'll be kind of judging us as we go. Now we'll use this highway right here as our reference of kind of like our 45-degree egress or exit from the farm. Again, we'll count to around 10 to 15 seconds or so. Give us plenty of time. Then we can turn around and get right back on course. Well, you can see here on our EFB, it actually shows us what we actually sprayed. That's a pretty good line right there. That's a pretty good line for our first pass. All right, let's go ahead and turn it back in. Now the whole flying steady and smooth thing is not, that's not as important in crop dusting. Obviously, when you're flying over the farm, you do want to be steady, you do want to be smooth, but you do also need to maneuver very quickly and aggressively to get your aircraft pointed back in the right direction for the next pass. So we'll be doing some really high banks, very steep turns, using the rudder pedals to help stay coordinated and things like that. So now it's the left side of the field. So we sprayed the first line. We'll kind of get closer to that second line there. Aircraft is slipping to the right quite a lot. I think we have a tailwind in this direction. Alright, watch out for that power line too. Man, it's bumpy down here. Alright, there we go. Alright, level it out. Drop down low, watch our speed, and spray. I pressed it a little late there. I pressed the wrong button. And pull up. Alright, how was that pass? That pass was not great. I think we actually overflew the same spot again. I don't see anything extra. So, now these missions can take you anywhere between 30 minutes to 2 hours to spray the entire field. This field we're doing right now is really not that large compared to some I've seen before. I think we could probably knock this out in a quicker time than 2 hours. The time that it took me 2 hours is because I kept like missing the field and like I was super unstable. I crashed a couple of times, so this was not a good outing. So hoping for a better chance today. I don't know if I'm making it look hard or making it look easy, but it's not easy. It's really not easy, especially when it gets super bumpy down low. Alright, let's flip around. Again, steep turn, using the rudder pedal to kind of stay coordinated as possible. Be careful not to let that low wing stall on you, because it's very, very easy to do, especially if you're making a very tight pattern. As you can see, I'm spreading it out. I have a decent distance as I approach. I think it's gonna be on the right side, right? Yeah, right side. We'll keep coming this way, get lined up. It's pretty fun though. It's pretty fun. All right, here we come. I'm gonna bring our speed back because we're gonna be diving here. All right, so we had a pretty bad aim last time, so I'm gonna try to aim for this, keeping in mind there is gonna be a power line at the end of this run. All right, here we go. Easy. She's just bouncing around. It's not me fighting it. And drop. All right, spray off. How was that? Yeah, that was much better. Look at that line. Much better. And I'm honestly thinking we could probably knock this one out. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could probably knock this one out in about 12 to 15 passes. I'm making a left turn now. I think 12 to 15 passes I can knock this out, which is pretty good. I did another crop dust contract for a client, and it took about, I think it was like 40 to 50 passes. That's the one where it took me like an hour and a half, 2 hours to do. But it depends on how efficient you are. It's all about piloting. There's no autopilot in this thing. There's no fly-by-wire. It's just all you. Stick and rudder. classic, the basics. And trying to stay steady and straight on whatever path you want to get. So here we come for our, I think this is our fourth pass now. And get nice and low, and the sprayer is on. And we'll pop up. Ooh, watch the tree! Oh my God.
Manage the start and stop of the spray at both ends of your pass. All about being efficient.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we probably sprayed over a little bit. But yeah, she basically judges us on our drops, on our sprays. Okay, let's go for line number 3 here, which we kind of overshot. There are a couple trees in front of that one too, so that's our main enemy right now, is the trees. And the wind, of course. And spray on. Woo! Oh, touched the ground.
Hey, you almost touched the ground.
Almost.
Careful, that's dangerous.
I know, my bad. And it was a bad spray altogether. Oh, up, 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 up. Alright, we're going to be aiming between the 3rd and 4th line. Let's see how we do here.
Keeping a good pace. Almost a quarter of the area is finished.
Nice. Nice. By the way, if you want to see your progress, I've been having it hidden on the screen, but if you open up the mission steps, it'll show you a progress bar of how much of the field you fertilized so far. And we're about, like she said, about a quarter of the way, which is good. Making pretty good progress. Alright, rolling in for another pass just over the canopy of the trees. Watching for the trees that we don't want to hit right here, and spray.
Better manage the start and stop of the spray at both ends of your pass. All about being efficient.
Alright, coming in for the pass, and we're about halfway done. Let's get nice and low. And spray. Now this is where it's going to start getting tricky with these trees here. Alright, so all we got left is this edge of the field right here, which I'm going to try to do a bit of a slipping maneuver to try to catch. We'll see how that works out for us. But here we come in for the pass. We do got to watch out for the... Matter of fact, there's a tree right in the field over there. Alright, I think we're over a field now. Spray. That was actually pretty efficient.
You sprayed all over the place, top dog.
I'm sorry.
Cut your spray sooner so you don't waste product.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're trying to get this edge. This edge is tricky. There's gonna be some spray wasted. Don't worry, I'm gonna get the job done. One thing about prop dusting that I found interesting that I hadn't thought about until now is just how heavy the aircraft actually feels with, you know, with the fertilizer tank on it. You know, I guess you would first think, oh, it's just like an aerobatic plane. It's probably really nimble and quick, and yeah, it has a powerful engine, and it is very maneuverable. But I mean, we're weighed way down, and so you really can't maneuver as quickly as you would if you didn't have any load on. But still fun to fly, and it is fun to feel the differences between how heavy we are and how heavy we aren't. Now we got plenty of fertilizer in here. We got about 387 gallons, and we're not going to use it all. All right, make another approach. This time, we're going to start getting very dangerously close to the house, the farmhouse on the right, and there's trees in the way. So we may have to start thinking about hitting this field from different angles, and we probably will. After a couple more passes going this direction, we'll start going across the field as well to start hitting some of those gaps that we missed. But right now, we need to fly over this one without hitting the trees. Oh, look at that. That was a good pass. Looking good. So there's a big gap right here. We'll see if we can fill this gap. And now we basically got to go back and just kind of fill some of the gaps that we missed.
Captain, radio me when you're done, okay?
Copy, copy. I think we're all good. I think we got pretty good coverage. There's a couple little gaps in there, but you're not going to be perfect. You'll be out here for an hour, 2 hours trying to get it perfect. And it's not required for the contract to get 100% coverage. They want probably around 70, and you'll still get full pay and full credit. So I think we're good.
Silage 1 in 26573 service complete. In 26573, roger that.
You nailed it. You're going to be popular with the boss and the clients.
I hope so. All right, as you heard them, service completes. We're gonna head back to the airport, but first I have to find the airport. And we'll contact ATC as well, which there is none. Alright, so all I gotta do is find my reference highway, which I think we're flying over right now, and I think the field is over there. Yep, right there. And we'll land. Flying straight in. Come back on the power and get those flaps ready.
Traffic November 265.
We are in the white arc.
2 miles northeast 1,600 feet inbound to land runway 25.
All right, let's get stable. It is a little bumpy. All right, power's coming back nicely. Add a bit more. There we go. Here comes runway 25. Power. Watch the trees. See how bumpy it gets down here? And then it's gonna smooth out when we get below the tree line. Yep, there it is. And we're on center line. We're down. Oh, little bounce. We're down. Alright, pulling that joystick back in my lap here as we start to do a little aero braking softly on the brakes. Don't want to tip over. Yeah, it's a little gusty today. Not too bad. Wind calmish. Alright, reduce our speed. We'll exit to the left, and we'll call that a job well done. I think the client will be happy with us. Alright, man. We're going to park right here. On the brake shutter
Nice
down.
job.
Brakes
Naomi enjoyed
set.
working with you. So good for the client and good for your reputation.
And
Let's
I
see
hope
how
it
you
is.
really perform now. The stats will tell the story.
Battery off. Welcome back. Let's see how we did. Fertilization quality, 56%. Avoid wasting product. That's actually good. We didn't waste any. Execution time, we got 0. I guess it took me too long. And we got a taxi speeding warning, which was stupid. But we got just under a B. I think we should have got at least a B.5 or something. But it is what it is. You know, agriculture, aviation, it's actually pretty fun. Never thought I'd be interested in trying that, but it's actually really enjoyable. It's one of my favorite mission types in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. But guys, let me know what you think. What other mission types have you tried? Which one would you like to see me try? I got a lot to do. I've been really progressing a lot through my career, and I have so much I want to show you guys and check out. So until next time, though, remember, you have 3 choices: give up, give in, and give it all. You got peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time, next video. I'll see you later.